Today, we're going to dive into a really powerful folktale from India. It's about a cow, a tiger, and a promise. A promise so strong that it literally changed the law of the jungle. It might seem like a simple story on the surface, but its message about truth and integrity, well, that has stuck around for generations. So, let's get into it. So, let me just start by asking you this. Would you give up your own life just to keep a promise? I mean, really think about it. It's a huge question, right? And it's the exact problem at the heart of the story we're about to explore. The stakes couldn't be higher, and it really makes you think about how much our words are truly worth. Okay, so our story kicks off deep in a dark forest, where a life or death deal has just been struck. And this isn't just any old agreement. This is a serious, solemn promise made by a cow to a very, very hungry tiger. And this is where we meet our two main characters. On one side, you've got Vyagra, the tiger. He's completely driven by that primal instinct, that hunger, which kind of represents the harsh, cruel side of nature. But then, on the other side, we have Punyakoti, the cow, and she isn't driven by fear. She's bound by the power of her word, a symbol of absolute, unshakable truth. So this brings us to the most nail-biting moment in the whole tale. See, Punyakoti had asked the tiger to let her go home really quick, just to feed her calf one last time. She promised she'd come right back to be his meal. Now, Vyagra is waiting, and you can bet he's skeptical. He's thinking, yeah, right. No one in their right mind would willingly walk back into the jaws of death. And then he sees her, coming through the trees. Can you just imagine the tiger's utter shock? That quote, "It isn't the roar of a predator. It's the gasp of someone seeing something they thought was completely impossible." He just cannot believe it. She actually came back. Now listen to the quiet strength in Punyakoti's voice as she stands there in front of him. There's no fear, right? She's not pleading for her life. She's just calmly stating a fact. I made a promise, and here I am. It's an act of such incredible courage that it just completely catches the tiger off guard. And this moment, this is the pivot point for the entire story. Punyakoti's simple act of honesty has an effect that nobody, least of all the tiger, could have ever seen coming. Her truth becomes a force that's even more powerful than his hunger. You can almost just see it happen in his eyes. That predator's glint, it just fades away. First, it's replaced by pure shock. And then, by something totally different, reverence. He is in complete awe of this cow's commitment to her word. He's never seen strength like this before in his life. What happens next is just wow. It's truly incredible. The tiger makes this huge vow. First, he says, "I cannot kill you." But he doesn't stop there. He then declares he's going to give up meat forever. And on top of that, he swears he will never harm another animal again. Her honesty didn't just save her own life, it completely changed his entire being. So, this one incredible act leads to the story's beautiful ending. The tiger's transformation sends these ripples of change all through the jungle. And just like that, the jungle, which used to be a place of constant fear run by this powerful predator, becomes a place of peace. Vyagra, who was once the definition of terror, is now a protector and a friend to every creature. It's just an amazing example of how one single act of integrity can literally create a whole new world of harmony. So when we boil it all down, what's the big takeaway from Punyakoti's story? Well, it's a lesson that's as true today as it ever was, all about the incredible power of the virtues she represents. The story shows us that keeping your word isn't just a nice thing to do, it's a real force, a power in itself. It proves that truth can absolutely change even the hardest of hearts. And, it reminds us that true integrity is a strength that's way, way bigger than just physical force. In the end, compassion and selflessness, they always win out over cruelty. And all of this brings us to one final powerful idea that this story captures perfectly: Satyamev Jayate. It's a famous Sanskrit phrase, and it means truth alone triumphs. Punyakoti's story is just that timeless reminder that while things like hunger, fear, and force, they might seem powerful, but it's the unwavering commitment to truth that holds the real, ultimate, and world-changing victory.